Hi guys, Cindy over at paper.old.new. As you can see, I got my scraps back out. Piles and piles and piles of them. I thought I would do something with these. I like these. This is from like a photography set. And it's already got, I deckled some of the edges, so this is kind of cool. Just going to start tearing it up. So I just thought we would have some more playing around in the Collage Masterboard book. This Collage Scrapbook we've been kind of working on. I can't say that this is, an original idea of mine. I actually saw it over on Tina over at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Did a book of these. I don't know if she's done one recently. I don't think the video I watched is like from a recent video. But I did go back and watch it, and I thought it was a great idea. It came up on my feed, and I took a look at it, and I thought this idea of having like an entire book of scraps to play around with was, just kind of a way to make things easy, I don't know if I want to put that. Maybe I'll put this here. Oh, here we go again. Okay. There we go. All right, give me just a sec. Okay. So I just thought that this, I love this paper. I got a whole kit of it. It's a Bow Bunny kit, and I don't think they make it anymore, which is kind of sad to me because I love it. I really want this. I want this swirly bit. Maybe I'll just stick that right there. That'll work. I feel like collage is one of those things where it always works. I started making, the last time I was with you guys and we did this collage masterboard stuff, in the first 3 ones that we did, 3 ones. You'd think that I was just learning how to speak. I went through and I gathered all of the little scraps like this. And not that they can't go on a masterboard, but remember I said now I'm trying to divide my scraps up so that I can use them for all the different things I want to use them for. So I've been setting little scraps like that aside for to do clusters later. All right, and I think we're going to put this right there or there. Maybe on this side. Although I am going to have to put something here to split those two up. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes that's the other thing, is I feel like sometimes I overthink. And like we've seen before, when we make these and then cut them into pieces, and I'll say it again, that's like my favorite part, is flipping these things over and cutting them apart and then seeing what you get. That's like part of the fun, right? And I feel like I overthink the collaging part, and then it comes out looking like nothing I thought it was going to look like anyway. So not really sure why I was doing so much thinking. Okay, now this one, see the cameras? Actually, might just put that down there for fun. Like I said, I used a bunch of this in my scrapbooks because I loved it so much. So I don't have a lot of it left. And now that I'm going back and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I wish I had bought more when it was out because I love it and I'm almost out of it and it makes me sad. But yeah, it was, I don't remember what the name of the paper itself was, the paper pack. But I know it was by Bo Bunny and they had all kinds of things. I mean, there was like brads to go with it and, you know, decorative brads and all kinds of stickers and, you know, that sort of thing to go with this paper. And it said Mamarazzi all over it, you know, like with your Mamarazzi with her camera. And I just thought it was so cute. And I miss it. I'm sad. Take the straight edge off of there. And take the straight edge off of here. I like the grid side too, but I don't want to introduce a whole nother, because I put a little bit of it down here, I guess, but it goes kind of with this, and I didn't want to introduce a whole nother pattern. Let's get another piece of this off of here. I like this piece down here with a kind of half a building on it. I'm trying to go into the middle. Remember when we were talking last time and I had that one collage? I still haven't found anything to like put in the middle or anything, but I had that one collage where I had left the middle blank. It just looked like a big hole and I had worked around the edges. So the one thing I am kind of trying to think about is making sure I don't do that again. So I want to kind of extend into the center so that, you know, the whole page gets covered. But guys, I adore this paper. I'm going to be so sad when it's all gone. Okay, let's try. Oh, and I have this that I thought looked a lot like, well, it's blue on this side, which would kind of go. But this reminds me of like camera lens circles or something. So let's tear a bit of this off and see if we can't plant some of this around. A piece right in here. I don't want it to look like a, like I don't like going across like that. That's too, I don't know, obvious. I guess obvious isn't really the word, but not random enough. There we go. I do think I want a piece over here. I'm always filling in corners. I don't like to leave the corners. Although, well, this one's got an aged book page on it, so that's okay. I think I want a piece. I keep tearing these long, narrow pieces. So anyway, I thought I would, you know, go back to my scrap box and open her up and see if we can't fill in some more pages in the collage scrapbook. I'm looking forward to getting some of these pages done and then maybe pulling them and cutting them up. Like I said, I keep saying it. You guys are going to get tired of me repeating myself, right? I don't know actually if I want that there now that I've got a little piece. There's an even littler piece. And then I have a whole sheet of it. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't have any more. I kind of want something right over in here. Again, long, thin, but I need kind of long, thin to cover that up. Oh, it's okay. Oops. I hate it when I do that. Now I need that rag I keep losing. I have a whole bunch of these shop rags up in my garage, and I keep saying every time I go upstairs, I'm like, oh, I gotta bring some more of those down when I come. And do I? Nope. Because by the time I've gone upstairs, done whatever I'm gonna do, and come back down, I forget. Don't get old, guys. It sucks. I should say it's just not for the weak and weary. I've been trying to decide if I should put some of this napkin in anywhere, but that means breaking out my decoupage, and right now, if I'm going to be honest, I just don't feel like it. Should I add some more of this? I feel like I don't want to overdo, but maybe... Maybe kind of a piece like that. I kind of think that would be okay. I don't think I want to bring any other papers into this. That's the thing. I don't want to go get anything else. Oh, I have something else. Silly me. Well, I've taken it off of here now and I've put glue all over it, so we're just going to go ahead and stick it down. I forgot I have this. This. Oh, man. Ooh, I know. I'm going to put some of this up in that corner. This one. Let's do this corner. Nice big piece right there. What do you think? I love this kind of, I don't know. I keep saying that, but this was part of the kit. This was part of the Bow Bunny kit that I'm complaining that I can't find anymore. I'm like seriously considering going online and like searching Bow Bunny and seeing what, I like their papers. Seeing what I can find. All right, now that I've added one, I need to add a couple more. I totally forgot this was laying there because it was turned over like that and it's very brown, so I thought it was just, I don't even know what I thought it was. Maybe a little piece down this side. I know I said there's book page there, but now that I filled everything in, I'm worried about... And I want to know, maybe something right here. Since these are right next to each other, something to break it up. Bigger circles. I know, I'm overthinking again. That might be too big. I don't know if I like that there, actually. I actually can't decide if I like... Ooh, maybe there. I can't decide if I like it up against this because they're too similar in design and not far enough apart in color. So it kind of, I don't know. It's almost like it doesn't match. At least in my eye. It's almost like it doesn't match. I don't know. My eyes are weird. All right. And maybe one more piece right in there. Should I get some more of this? It's got to go that way. All right, guys, I think we finished another one. Now, it's funny because part of the idea of having the scrapbook, masterboard scrapbook, is so that they can all stay in one place, right? So the idea of just randomly pulling them out when I'm not actually working on anything that they go with and saying, ooh, I want to cut these up, kind of defeats the purpose of putting the scrapbook together in the first place. But I can't bring myself to care because I really want to cut some of these up. I think we're going to call that one done. All right, let's see what kind of time. Maybe we'll do one more and then I will pause and clean up the area and we'll cut one up. How about that? Because I'm like chomping at the bit to cut one of these up. I need to do it. Okay, these are going in the cluster pile. And not that. That's not small enough yet. Although I might tear this off and put it in the cluster pile. Well, this isn't small enough, but that, I don't know. These could still be used, so maybe not. All right, let's do, this is cluster material. And we're going to put this in the cluster. I'm going to tear it in half and stick it over there. All right, let's do one that is, I'm also setting aside strips for possible matchbook or library pockets, depending on, not that. This can be used in something else. I'm going to do maybe some of these together to make let's do something with this. I like this combination. All right, guys, this is a ton of fun. I know it's not as much fun, like being the one who's just sitting watching, or maybe it is, maybe you like that. I'm hoping that you like it, because that's kind of what we're doing here. See me doing this? Okay. Guys, I did that one strand, because I hate the fingernail marks. Drives me crazy. I'm just trying to make, okay, so I have 3 torn edges now, which is better than what I had before. I'm going to pull that off, and we're going to stick this on here because I want it on the side up against I like the little piece of flower that's there. Okay. Getting started on another one. So, has anybody else made one of these books? I mean, do you guys find them useful, or do you just make your collage boards as you need them? I am like trying to empty out this box of scraps, if I'm honest. I really am trying to empty out this box of scraps. Because I figure if I can get the box of scraps emptied, that means I've made a ton of stuff out of them and I have a ton of stuff to work with. I mean, of course, as I make things, I feel like you keep trying to empty out your scrap box, but to empty out your scrap box, you got to make stuff, and as you make stuff, you make more scraps. So it's kind of a never-ending cycle, but I guess that's part of the joy of paper crafting, yes? Nope. That's the whole point. See? Turning it over like that. It still looks really straight, doesn't it? I just kind of want to put a random one in here somewhere, and then I can like cover over parts of it. The nice thing about these pieces is some of the other pieces I was using, I mean, I was going back and forth between double-sided semi-stiff cardstock and paper. So some of the ones I used, or some of the stuff I used was thicker. This is just paper. These green pieces are just paper, which is kind of nice. All right, let's wait. Maybe I'll put some more of that in after. I want to layer some of this on, I think. It's funny because I film massive numbers of videos like all together, and then I want to talk to you guys about other stuff that I've done and stuff like that, but I don't know what you've already seen and what you haven't at this point, because I don't know what order the videos are going to go up in other than the ones that go together. So like I know that this set of videos will go in a certain order because it's a single set of videos. So it's getting glue all over my fingers again. So it, like, this will go up after the last collage board scrapbook thing that we did. But as far as like what else I've done and what I've posted for you to see, because I'm also working on altered books and kind of making videos to take you along for the ride on that. I hope you're enjoying all these videos. I'm trying to branch out from hauls just because, I mean, you can only spend so much on. I haven't like started selling anything or anything like that, so I can only spend so much without anything coming in. So it makes it difficult to, and I still have haul videos going up, but that's because I have so many. I mean, when I first started with this, that's how I started, was haul videos. And I've said it before, haul videos are easy. I mean, you go out and buy stuff and then you show everybody what you bought. You know, and it's fun, you know. So it wasn't hard to do haul videos. I think I'm going to save some of that because I think it goes with that. I don't know. Can you see those pumpkins right there? Yeah, I want to make a scrapbook thing. I want to make a collage board, sorry, out of those. And all right, I'm going to add some of these. I'm going to tear this right down the middle. And then we're going to tear pieces out of it. I'm going to put one in this corner. Do I want it to go across like that, though? I don't really. So maybe that will go in this corner. I don't mind that one going across. This one I want to go down. So let's tear a piece that goes down the side of the page like that. It's funny because what I did was, this was a paper pack. It wasn't a pad. It was this huge paper pack, and I still have tons of it. And it was all in this box. And I have it stored in another box, but it was like these same like 6 or 7 patterns. This was one of them, these little daisies, or whatever you want to call them, these little kind of whimsical flowers, was one of the patterns, and they came in several different colors. So I have yellow ones, green ones, red ones. Not all the patterns came in all the colors, so I don't know if I know I have red in this flower pattern. But then you saw also those, maybe you didn't. I used them on one of the previous pages, but I don't know if I like necessarily pointed them out so that you'd see them. But anyway, so I have all this, it's like tons of it, and it's all, this was in it, this tan piece, that was part of it. So I have that wallpapery looking pattern in several colors. One of them happens to be lavender. I'm not sure what other colors I have. I think I have it in lavender and light blue. I know those 2 colors I have it in. All right, now let's do a piece in the middle. Like this. Not right here. Kind of over to the side, but poking into the middle. I'm making these pieces right. Wait, that's got a straight edge on it. And while I didn't notice it right away, I would notice it once I got it down, and it would just bug me. Okay, so anyway, so I have, and it's a stack of it. I've been trying to use it up. It's paper. It's a nice weight paper. It's not cardstock, but it's not bottom end copy paper thin either. So it coffee dyes really well, to knock back the white, which is really nice because I like the patterns. And then if you coffee dye them, they look, of course, aged. And for some of the patterns, if you coffee dye them, they make great journaling paper. All right, I think we've done enough background stuff. Now I'm going to do the sunflowers. I love this paper. This came in a paper pad that, this also came in that paper pad, actually. It came this was in the paper pad. And all those papers I told you that are on wood, see how that's on wood grain, that I've been tired of using because I used them in that altered book. Yeah, that's this too. Well, let's go this way. This is semi-directional. So we're going to try and keep the sunflower bouquets semi-right side up. We'll put one on this corner. You know how I love my corners, guys. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's easy to take the scrapbook paper and tear it down one side and have the straight edges be useful rather than trying to tear them off all the time. I think it's an ease of use kind of a deal. Okay. Ooh, I'm liking how this one's turning out, guys. But I really like this paper. This paper. All right, in this particular case, I am gonna tear the straight edge off. Sound like Frankenstein's monster. Okay, and then we're gonna tear. I think I want to put one of these right in the middle. This one's a little different than the other ones I've been doing because this one's got I'm using I feel like I'm using all much bigger pieces. This is very spring. I like this a lot. So I don't want to do the corner again, but maybe I'll do some little pieces. Now that I've done all these big pieces, maybe I'll scatter a couple little pieces. Like just the bouquet. When I say just the bouquet, I mean just the bouquet. So let's tear this bottom part off. Maybe I can put this. Where do I want to put this? I mean, I can. I think I'm going to put one there. And see, the funny thing is because I like asymmetry. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, it's gone a straight line. Now, if I put one here and one here, it looks like a 5 of diamonds playing card. But I have to keep in mind that this is going to get broken up. So it's okay if it looks like a 5 of diamonds playing card while it's whole, because it won't look like a 5 of diamonds playing card forever. Maybe I'll put something right along the edge over here. Just like a little, well, let me take the top off up here because it's not. Just right along there. Shop right again, guys. All right, I think I'm going to put this, that's not one. I think I'm going to put these little pieces over in the clusters bin. I might actually glue that there. I kind of like it breaking up the daisies on the side. There's something to be said about like big patches, like down here, this big patch of green daisies. There's something to be said about having some patches that are like one thing, because when you cut the cards up and you have a spot like that, it makes it a lot easier to like, it's almost like a spot made perfectly for a cluster to sit on, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Here's a piece for a cluster. Again, I'm sorting my stuff. All right. Some of these pieces just get way too small, and at some point I have to say to myself, okay, enough is enough. And I think we're going to call that one done, guys. I don't want to put too much more on it. I don't want to get rid of all the book page. Then what was the point of laying it down, right? Okay, let's call that one done, and let me see where we are. We have a few minutes. I mean, I'm willing to go a few minutes. I have let this one was one I did before I filmed the last video, so it's nice and dry, I hope. We're going to pull it out, and we're going to have some fun. I'm going to close this up, and we'll be back to doing Collage Masterboard before you know it. Give me just a sec. I pulled this out. I'm going to get my scraps out of the way so I can get to my cutting mat, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, as you can see, I've cleared the space. This is the one we're cutting up. You saw me pull it out. I think I'm going to go, okay, it's not 8.5 by 11. It is 7.5 by 10 3/4. Talk about your odd duck measurements. And if I really wanted to cut this, dotted line piece off, it is 7 1/4 by 10 3/4, which I might do. All right, let me get my ruler. Oh shoot, I lost my ruler. You'd think I would have gotten this while you guys were Did I seriously lose my ruler? I was kidding. All right, we're going to pause one more time. Found it, buried under all my scraps. Okay, so what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this dotted line strip off. Just because, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to. It's not, you know, maybe I won't. Okay, 3.5. We're going to do a 3.5 and a 4. That sound good? 1, 2, 3. Although I might want to do, I'm going to do the 4 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to cut right there. Flip her over. I like these cork rulers because they keep the ruler from sliding while I cut. All right. Let's cut it. Okay. No looking yet. Now for 10 3/4, what do I want to do? This is my 4. Should I do a 4x6? If I do a 4x6, it's going to leave me another one that's almost square. Right? Because it'll be 4 by 4 3/4. What will that look like? 1, 2, 3, 6 would be right here. This would be a 4x6 card. And then this would be, well, this isn't too bad. I think I'm going to do that. All right, so we're going to get a 4x6 and a 4 by 4 3/4. Almost a 4 by 5. And I'm going to keep those. Now over here, I'm going to do a 3. These are 3.5. Let's do a 3.5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I could keep this one tall as a tag. So really, because these are so small, maybe unless I want little tags or unless I want something long and narrow. All right, so let's just see what these 4 are, and then not to mention the fact that if I don't cut it into a lot of little pieces, this doesn't take a long time. Okay, guys, I love these. I can't tell you enough how much it is just so much fun to do this. This might actually get trimmed on the ends, but we'll see. And this one, that way or that way. And then this one, depending on how picky you are about the text, it doesn't bother me to like turn it that way or turn it that way. Heck, I mean, there's no point in turning it that way. That's the same as being this way, unless, you know. And this one, I love the way these turn out, guys. I am so excited. I have 4 more cards. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying doing these collage masterboards. I have a whole book to get through, and I figured I'd film it. And if you guys want to come along for the ride, that's great. Maybe put your own book together and, you know, join in at some point. You could still be at the beginning of your book, but still join in with us. It's a ton of fun. And it's a great way to just, you know, put your scraps together. So this has been the second one of these. I will try to get on, and every time I do it, I know the idea, like I said, is to keep them in a book. But this is the part that I like also. So I think one of the things I might do is do a couple pages and then tear one out and cut it up. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.